sees both of you, and he hears this from the top of the stairs. Who woke me up? And he's gonna try and just dive out this window this way, just hauling ass.
Remember, he has reduced 10 movement
Yeah,
speed.
1, 5, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. He makes it right there. He's just trying to charge around. But he's just kind of like, ah, and you can see like almost the frost like cracking on his muscles as he's just like trying to fight through this to get out there.
So his next turn will have normal movement
Yeah.
speed.
So it's just like the ice is like crackling and dissipating around him as he's just like fighting to get away from this. So it is now Torrance turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and tackle him.
Okay, what's your movement speed?
6 squares.
Okay, so
30 feet.
Yep, he's got it.
Nope, he's
4,
got
5.
it. There
okay,
it is.
so go
Do I
ahead.
have to be in the square with them? Or?
For a grapple, I think you do. So, but you've got enough movement
Okay.
for it.
So I'm gonna have to try and grapple him down.
Yeah.
So Jose makes a...
Do I have any? I hate asking again, but do I have any advantages because of?
You make an athletics check versus you make a strength. You make an athletics or acrobatics against them.
Yeah.
Cool. I have a bonus in athletics, so
Okay.
proficiency in athletics. Don't fail me now.
Don't stop me
You
now.
had 7 to that.
Okay, it's a 9. So I got a 16.
You got 16?
That's good because from here I was like, is that a
I thought it was a 3 too.
16. Acrobatics.
You
Athletics.
can do acrobatics or athletics
Oh, okay.
when you're trying to resist.
And you
the
rolled a 16?
Mhm.
So he rolled a 16 as well, so he resists.
So now it's just a natural 20 roll off.
He won
No,
that.
he won that. If you meet or exceed it, then
Okay.
you win.
Alright. Shit.
Yep.
So
So that's pretty much.
that brings us next to Sylvis. You
I have 35 movement.
okay? So you're sitting. You're kind of just like zenning out in the woods in the back, and your eyes snap up as you hear this maniacal laughter coming from inside the house. So what do you do?
I start running towards it.
Okay, so you break away and you're running through all the different rooms. You break through the kitchen, you break through the second living room, or the third one. You can't fucking keep track at this point.
Yeah.
And you keep running around, and you bust through some bay doors, and you come into, where's your character?
Oh, he's right there.
And you run around here, and you can barely see in the dim light
Okay.
him around the corner.
I was gonna say, because I have dark vision too, so I can probably...
So I'd say that's your movement. You can
So-
dash
Is
to
there
get
another
closer if you
door on
want to.
this side?
yeah.
Right
Yeah,
there.
He said
You
there's a
just
couple of,
created
like, doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, this is my house. It has a
You
door.
said-
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
I wouldn't have
Let's
bought
see,
one if
so
it did.
5, 10,
Pat,
15,
look at this
20,
lovely
30,
foyer.
35, 40, 45,
It's a breeze.
50. Okay, like 50 feet. How far does that reach? 30. What does dash do?
Basically, you can use your action to double your movement speed.
Wow.
So you won't be able to do anything, but you can move closer to him.
I was gonna say, I don't think I have anything that I can do. Yeah. So I'm gonna dash. As I'm going though, I'm going to kind of, because I've been wearing my like long sleeve royal vestments, or not royal vestments, but my priest
Clerical.
attire the whole time. I'm gonna roll up my right sleeve, showing my wooden
Okay,
arm,
so-
and prepare my thorn whip.
Okay, so as you guys actually
can't
make
see
a
this.
perception
No, I
check.
can't see it. There's a wall in my way now.
Okay, well, make a perception check, Torin.
Yeah, I think Torin would be the one that could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
3.
A 3? Yeah,
Yeah.
you are very focused on bringing this guy to the ground, and he's just slides out of your hands, and you're just having a hard time. You don't notice anything else.
So I'm gonna dash forward while rolling my sleeve up and just like it's prepared anyway, but
Okay.
just kind of getting my thorn whip ready.
So you just kind of like roll your sleeve up, and just like a wave of crackling green energy just runs up the cracks in the bark in your arm.
So how much closer can I get?
you
now,
can
now
move
I
your
want
full
to see it.
movement
That sounds
speed.
dope as
Okay.
fuck.
So I get to move another 35. Okay.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Okay.
Actually, do I have to go the full 35?
You don't have to, but I mean,
I'm a.
Yeah.
Let's see, because that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that's good.
Snare that beast.
So that's my move. Hopefully he doesn't get out that window before I can do a thing.
Oh my god.
Because that would be so disappointing. Like, I have a cool idea, but it's just like, I don't think I'll have time to do it.
All this intense chasing, and he tries to jump out the window, but he fails, so he just bounces off the window.
So we are back to the top of the initiative
Turns out
order.
that glass is
Maximilian, you're up.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm gonna sprint up this way, kind of towards the bottom of the stair area,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna whip off another one of my cards, and I'm gonna throw it at the window,
Okay.
attempting to cause the entire window to look like a brick wall.
Wait,
Interesting.
do you keep
So-
knocking your elbow?
No, I'm just trying to. I can't see what you guys are doing. So, I'm trying
Oh, I
to-
got
so,
you.
so the roll plus my charisma would be 16. So it just
so
barely
it
hits
works. Yeah.
Yeah, so I take one card and I sling it, and then all of a sudden, all you guys see is the whole window just extends
So,
as the wall.
Almost like the wall from Diagon Alley. It just like and just like rolls into this gigantic wall of brick.
The brick
And
slam.
you just like, oddly enough, you can still see a little bit of light coming through this brick, but like there is a wall in front of you.
Cool.
So next is the.
At this point, I'm just gonna yell, "Get him, Torn!"
So Miriam, you're up.
So they already,
Alright, all of this last like
they both already pointed at the
Huh?
guy.
I forgot all this.
I don't recognize this guy, so even in my confused rage, I'm gonna
Yeah, sure.
dash. I think, because that's probably gonna be
The
one
magic
way I
Jose.
can reach him.
Let's see how far you can go first, and then
Okay.
make that decision after.
One. Well, because I have to go down the stairs-ish.
How much would you say the stairs would
Which
be?
I'll say, just for the height, that's 2 feet and not 3, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like two squares instead of 3. So technically, you'd be like right here, and then just count from there.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So you can get right to him. So just as
And
Maximilian, you just kind of like you're standing there, and
it's just like
you,
wind.
you see a crackling burst of purple energy just like dissipating from his hand as all of a sudden this wall just forms like as you're charging through, and you kind of just like brusquely like
Yeah,
and like
embers
shove
of fire
Maximilian a little bit, and you charge straight up to this this rogue, and he's just kind of like sitting there and trying to like dodge, and he's like looking at the window like like completely confounded.
I was totally wrong about that. I would say she didn't rage until now.
That's what I thought.
I totally did not know that was a thing. Your rage lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature.
That's what I thought.
since your
Yeah.
last turn, or taken damage. So if she
Okay.
takes damage or attacks, it continues.
So let's say it's very kind of a little bit because I wasn't sure.
That was
I
my
thought-
fault. I totally.
We'll say you're
We'll
still
say that I
raged, but you like
saw him.
bit your lip or something, and you
Yeah.
like. We'll go
Or
with
it's
that.
like I got sight of him and then it really kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She was actually just upset that she got woken up. Now she.
Now I'm mad.
Fuck, walk me
Well,
out.
because it's
Sees
like
the
I know
perpetrator.
you guys, but
Now
now
I'm
this strange random person is in my house and he woke me up.
Where are your flame sacks? Are you like bursting at the seams?
Instead of
I
foaming,
haven't had a long
she's
rest.
like embers are just coming out of her
Embers
mouth.
and flames.
Flames?
On the side of my
Flames.
face. I think I'm just gonna fucking tackle the guy.
Just realized something.
Because that seems like the thing to do, because they probably just want to punch him.
Big money, but no whammies.
Big money, no whammies. So that's an athletics, right?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
should have advantage on that.
Yeah, you do have advantage because you're raging.
That's a 13
Hey.
for 1. 20!
Oh, he's not. Oh.
Oh,
Only way it could be if I rolled a 20 and he does not. So you have got him grappled.
I'm gonna... What's he look like?
So you kind of rush up to him and you like jerk his hood back, and you just see these like straight bone structure. Like he looks like a high elf but darker, and you can't tell if that's the light or just his natural skin tone. But you
he's
just
never
see
been punched before.
like he's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy.
He's a pretty boy.
He's got some long flowing silver hair that's kind of like tied up into a top knot, and he's just kind of like.
Yeah, he sees a big lizard in his face, and I'm going to smile because I'm gonna enjoy messing that face up, and I'm just gonna punch him.
Okay.
Deck him in the jaw.
So I would say that your grapple would be your action.
Okay. What
So-
can I do?
If you have any bonus actions, you can take that.
I
But
don't know if I have.
Other than that, anyone else who would attack him from this
Gets
point
advantage.
has advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
so but I would say
You got him
basically
in the suplex, holding him up for the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some manacles. You'll want to try and bind him.
well.
I mean,
so
you can say that to
going
them,
by
but
the-
I'm gonna punch this guy.
going by the initiative order, the rogue is next. So he's going to attempt to.
Escape, presumably.
I think it works the same way. Not 100% sure.
Just a contested roll, basically.
I think it is. Yeah, it's in the back of the player's handbook.
What am I? Am I still adding athletics?
It's either athletics or acrobatics, and you still have an advantage.
9 and come on, 12 plus 7.
Ooh,
He rolls a 19. So
No.
no, that's right.
I
You
win.
You win. You win. Okay. So he busts and tries to move, and he's way slippery than he thought he was going to be. And he's just like, ah! And for half a second, you think he's gone. You've lost him. You then all of a sudden, you just and just lock him down even more.
Yeah, just make sure a grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must succeed on a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check consisted by your strength check.
Yeah. So she won.
So she got it right.
Yep.
So he is still grappled. It is now let's see. You just went, he went.
No, I'm
now it
talking
is
about the top
Torn.
of the initiative.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's